Faster than you.
And we are live once again on a Monday night. Hello, hello. Welcome on into the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
Sarah.
I'm Matt.
Tonight we're excited to be drinking a couple of blind pours from some wonderful people that sent us whiskey.
Yay!
Or from a wonderful person that sent us whiskey, I suppose.
Yes, from One Lost Cause here, Brent in Louisiana sent us a beautiful blind here from, I guess, a few months ago. Finally got a chance to check this out, so we're going to do his blind this evening. It's going to be a good one. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Mike and Donner Pass and Craig. Happy birthday to Craig. I saw
birthday,
John
Craig.
friends in here. Also, I seen here earlier. So Wesley Zeller. Of course, One Lost Cause himself is here. I think I got everybody so far. Let's see.
Mike's in the house.
Oh, I got a fire, apparently. I have a stainless steel ad. That's exciting. An airflow thing.
I got a Twinnings tea ad.
Bonfiresolostave.com. Very exciting.
Coding
Hey, Scott Moody and Spencer Matt. How's it going? Oh, yeah. I want to thank Eric. I'll have to go get the bottles that Eric sent. And I will get them in the middle of the stream later because Eric says he wants me to surprise you and show them to you when later tonight. So I will grab them later.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Because they're still downstairs and I forgot to bring them up here. So we'll get them in a little bit. All right. So yes. Hey Eric, how's it going? Good to see you. All righty. Let's see. So I guess we're going to pour these four, and I have no idea what any of them are because I don't know. He told me like months ago that. He sent me the key months ago, but I haven't looked at it, so I don't really know any of this stuff is. So he said they're interesting. So that's the best. I have no idea. I guess we'll determine what the hell they are soon enough. If they're malts or rye or bourbons, I don't know. And one's peated. We do know that because he wrote kindly for Sarah that.
I appreciate that.
So, I really. And there's an alarm.
Fuck was that? Oh, that was you.
My wife setting the alarm to our house.
It sounded like it was coming from in our kitchen. I was like,
beep
in there?
That was my house.
Okay.
What the beep?
But yeah, what the beep. But thank you. I appreciate it, Brent, labeling that peated one.
It's a variety, says. Well, even better. Hey, Trey, how's it going? Good to see you. Yes, hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully
yes, indeed.
So
we did indeed over here.
See ya. DJ Corey the Gale. Have not had that one. You seem to get a lot of interesting Irish, Stacey, that we do not have never seen or gotten here. So I think that she may be in competition with Donald for most knowledge and having different types of Irish. So it'd be interesting to see how many Irish she has compared to Donald. So
seriously,
we can have them both on and have an Irish off.
An Irish off.
There you go.
Sit in the background and drink our stuff that's not as good and.
But actually available to us.
And let them have an Irish off.
There you go. That would be entertaining.
See which one can one up the other.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So I don't know. Anything else? But the only thing else exciting going on is went to a tasting on was that Saturday night over with buddy's house, and Liquor Hound came over there too as well. We got to try the very first Joseph Magnus cigar blend and the very first H. Taylor barrel proof bottling. So that was really cool. We get to try those with him. So some old wild turkeys from the 89 and 91 and stuff like that. So some good fun stuff there. Hold on.
That's crazy. Speaking of Donald, I don't see him in here. I wonder if he's working tonight.
He could be.
Matt, you might want to move your camera just slightly.
You can see just a little sliver down the hallway there.
There we go.
Okay. Well, that's not just slightly peated.
I don't know. I haven't smelled any of it yet, so
I'm going through and giving them a sniff.
Sniffy sniff.
All right.
So but that sounds like a fun taste in there.
It was. I'll post I think I put a picture in Discord that night of what we had. It was a lot of different things. All of them were really good. Whoa. Hey, you're right. That's heavily peated. Well, we'll leave that over there and deal with that one last.
I'm glad that's at the end of the line. It's the
I'm actually gonna
away from me.
I got a cover on it
because I smelled it when you pulled it up to your nose. This is a dark, beautiful color.
These lovely challenge coins on top of my Glencairn.
If you don't have one, you can get one by contacting us.
Have your very own challenge coin of your own.
That's malty.
Is it? I got a super maltiness on B. Much more so than A.
Interesting.
Oh my.
All of the beeping happening at Matt's house apparently tonight.
That
all
one
of the
sounds
beeping.
good too. That one smells good.
See, this one smells more corny to me.
You smell more corny to me.
All right, I think we're done with the beeping finally.
It's possible.
It's also not possible. You never know.
Yeah,
Not
nobody
guaranteed.
closing the damn doors.
Nah.
Interesting.
Hmm. They all are.
I get a little bit of corn dustiness on there, but
Mhm.
it still seems malt forward to me.
Interesting. These don't smell like anything I've ever had that I can think of. These all smell really different.
They all do. They
They
all
smell very differently from each
definitely
other.
have a different nose on them.
These really sweet
Yeah, it is.
from at least the nose. Like tons of butterscotch and caramel.
And I'm getting a lot more fruit forward on B.
On B.
I'm getting berries, red berries, and apricots.
It's got like a fuzzy fruit.
Like a peach?
Yeah, peaches.
It looks like a kiwi, like a strawberry kiwi.
Ooh,
A fuzzy fruit. That's
Yeah.
funny. There's not very many fuzzy fruits out there.
There's not, but it's got like that tingliness of the fuzzy, like when you eat the kiwi skin. It's kind of like that.
I try not to eat the kiwi skin.
This is where all the nutrients
Don't
are,
we
so
all?
you gotta eat the kiwi skin.
No, I just eat the kiwi insides.
Oh, I used to, then I found out they were healthy, so I ate them. And they're delicious. It's weird when you first do, but then eventually you find out they actually taste
Yeah, I
really good.
don't know. I have a texture thing. I have a hard enough time eating kiwi insides to begin with
Mm.
because they're a little slimy.
They are slightly slimy. They're delicious.
Slimy yet satisfying. But I've never even thought to eat the skin.
I didn't either until there was this package that I don't know, it was probably like in high school, and it came with like a little nutritional thing about, oh, you're supposed to eat this, eat the fuzz. I'm like, oh, I thought you should just, peel it off with like a potato grater, and that's what I would do with it. They're like, yes, Eric, it's lovely.
Yeah,
It's kiwi foreskin,
that's not really where we're going with that. But
but no,
anyway,
what
yeah, they are. a
what
bitch-
grain? What grain are you getting forward on A?
on A. That's gotta.
It's weird, isn't it?
Because on both B and C, my grain is pretty
Bless
nailed
you.
in, pretty dialed
Thanks.
in.
Get some pepper on that one.
Damn.
But on A, my grain
It's
note-
almost got a beer. It's got to be some kind of malt because it almost feels like a beer.
That's what I was thinking too. A malt.
Hey, Donald.
There's Donald. Welcome on in, sir.
But not. I think it's like a heavy beer. I think it's like a lighter beer. Maybe like a wheat beer or something.
Maybe it's a wheat grain.
it might be wheat. I'm getting a
Could
corn
be. It
dustiness
could be
in there.
both. It could be wheat and malt. Certainly possible.
I'm getting a corn dustiness in there.
It tastes sweetie.
Tastes wheaty.
I haven't tasted it, so I don't know.
My nose is off because of the damn weather.
Mm.
It'll be off until it actually stays cold.
Hey, Swami, how's it going? Good to see you.
So actually tasting it is better for me
We'll
right now.
find out.
Hey, Swami.
Yeah, very beer. Flat
Wow.
beer.
A lot. That's got to be either a bare finished barrel or they use into some kind of a beer yeast or something. I mean, it's obviously not like that real spirits, but it's kind of got that same beer. Oh, it's like that's got a ribbon of caramel, like those
Yeah.
candies going through it.
Yeah, I got that too.
I got an oatmeal.
Yeah,
Like a cinnamon sugar oatmeal was like the first blush.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
Well, there's the
wonder we're
problem. You
getting all over
can't
the
figure
place.
out the grain.
6 grains. Good lord! No wonder it's all over.
Okay, then.
So
Okay.
we're all right.
I guess
We're
I
all
guess
Apparently so. Shit.
not being able to pick out a dominant is not.
Man,
Yeah.
must have like sorghum and quinoa or some shit
Yeah.
in there.
6
Triticale. I don't know.
grains.
Maybe it's
Right.
like maybe it's one of those like weird Corsairs or something. Interesting. Super interesting, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Can I have a piece of bacon, please?
No. She asked me for a piece of whiskey.
Well, that means I guess hand her a bottle at that point.
It's been a long weekend. It was a long day. Forgive me.
I like that though. It's very,
No,
it's
it's good. I
very
like
unique on the palate. Again, I think it could be wheat possibly as the most forward grain. There's definitely a maltiness in there.
No. Oh my god.
It's also got like a hoppiness to it as well.
It really does.
Yeah.
Harry's
There's some
That's hard.
it's definitely a sweet element for sure. It's mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's try again.
I'm taking a quick bacon break.
Mm-hmm. Got to clear the palate of all them grains.
Seriously.
Oh,
He ate it.
B, like brown porridge.
Ask her for some more.
It's like
I gave you so much already.
somewhere else.
I'm supposed to get bacon too.
Yes, Eric. I would say this is
Yeah.
definitely breakfast whiskey. It's what it tastes like to me. These are really unique. These got to be from like some random other whiskey country is my guess. Something crazy like that. Wouldn't
That's a whiskey
surprise.
country.
Random whiskey producing areas.
Like I don't know, Sweden or Germany or
Belgium.
something like that. Belgium. Yeah, I know we've had. I think one Belgium, one German, one. I don't even know. I think we've ever had a Swedish one actually. I don't have any Swedish stuff. I have like a sample of the McNamara, but I don't have any bottles from Sweden. So
It's very sweet.
And more like actual wine as opposed to dessert wine,
Right.
sherry, port type of thing.
Right.
This smells like it was finished in like a Bordeaux cast or
which one are you talking about?
B. So I haven't tasted it yet, but it
I have,
smells
and
wine
and it,
finished.
And it tastes wine finished.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Trying to think what.
Oh, like an Italian. Like a
Okay,
big
Bianchi.
bold Italian red. Oh, that's beautiful.
Tonks.
Yeah, it changes a lot from sip to sip on this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Swedish
Oh, I
fish.
like
I
that.
have
I like
Swedish fish. I have a Swedish fish vodka.
Whatever
I
this
feel like
is,
that was higher proof than this
I
one.
feel like that too. Whatever that was, I really like B.
There you go. I like whiskey for breakfast. Bacon and whiskey is wonderful. That's true. That's a good point. They are wonderful.
We pair it all the time.
It's true.
Yes, indeed.
Our coins even say, let's see, who is it?
Fueled by whiskey and bacon.
Fuck is that?
That's right, man. Things you need in your life.
That's good.
Hey, Christopher David, how's it going? Good to see you.
It's not super big on the proof, but it's not dropped down to the floor.
It's rotten Menashev. It's
I feel like it's about 50, but you can convince me it's 46.
for B.
Yeah. But the flavor's really, really
Ooh,
fantastic.
it's really
They really
rich.
captured a lot of the oils and the esters. I like that.
Ooh, very nice, Stacey. You got some nice stuff coming there.
If that's $60 or under, I want a bottle.
Eventually Brent will get there. Not quite yet. We still want to explore. We will have you get to that point and see if we can. Yeah, maybe then we can try and figure out which one's which at that point.
And at least narrow it down slightly.
Yeah. I don't try them all first. Oh,
But, it's got that smoked fish to it as well.
we're talking about C or B.
B.
Okay. I moved on to C.
super interesting. Oh, they're both super interesting.
Yeah. C is much more malt heavy.
Yeah.
Like just very oatmeal.
It's
You can tell me that's like a triticale or one of those crazy grains. I'd probably believe
like
you.
almost
quinoa.
like an oat bread,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like from Cheesecake Factory.
yeah.
that's interesting.
It's so interesting.
Ooh,
Like you could easily tell me this is an oat whiskey or something like that, just
Right.
because of how grain dominant it is.
Hmm.
Like I want to just call it malty, but that's only because I've only experienced, like really, malt forward space sides and things like that. But
just realized I didn't bring any water. I'll be right back.
It's a very important thing to have. Hi, Harry Potter. I don't have anything for you.
Oh, and that changes on the second sip.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, it got a little bit different on the second sip too. Cats, we don't have any bacon
Kind
currently.
of dark chocolate showed up on the second sip.
There's no bacon out, Weasel.
Dark chocolate and molasses.
What do you smell?
That is delish.
There's Weasley. He says, hello, everybody.
As I scratch my face against
As I
things.
rub against everything and claim it as mine. My laptop. Weasel.
It's just not going after a microphone.
Weasel. Yeah, that is super fucking interesting.
Wow.
Did you get a vodka, Matt?
No,
I did because I like to sometimes take vodka between them to take back off the stuff.
Oh, fair enough. Something clean and pure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now B's like a fruit bomb like crazy.
Oh, and see,
Yeah.
that's what.
Fruity before, but good God. Going back to it now.
He's not as rich, but it's way more complex feeling to me.
I feel like it's just a different set of flavors than what we're used to.
Yeah, it's all got to be super different things.
C doesn't feel like it's ridiculously old or super high proof.
Yeah,
it feels balanced. It's just so different.
Stacey, you're going to go to that 46-year Middleton. I saw that article. That's awesome. That's going to be amazing.
Congratulations.
Let us know. I bet that's going to be one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Take photos.
Hey,
I hope you're on the Discord. You can share them in the bar.
I try, Gregor. I try.
Jealous.
Oh, yeah. The Kylie Weg, the new Middleton, their Gaelic that's coming out. We are all looking forward to that for sure.
My wallet's not.
No, true.
But the rest of us are. Ooh, dang.
Weasley, falling asleep right there is not a good option.
B.
See, now more closer to single malt on C for sure at this point. Not sure it is, but way more malted, I think, than the other two. Hey, Steven, good to see you.
Ooh.
That's got cinnamon on it now.
Yeah.
B, I just got a string of cinnamon right through
Interesting.
the middle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I should wreck my palate and go to D right now.
I'm not going to quite yet. And Steven was at that tasting on Saturday, so he knows how great it was. All right, let's see. Hosting. So Gregor wants to know, he's hosting an Aquavita style blind at my local Irish Any Pointers. Well, it depends. I guess first of all, how many blinds are you doing? That's my first question.
Yeah.
Moreover, are you going to do a whole bunch of little ones with people one-on-one, or are you going to do one that you're kind of leading a big old group?
Large group.
Yeah, that's we got to have some more details, and we can kind of go from there.
Yep.
Good point, Stephen. Good point. Both the tastings at recently were great.
What was I saying? Oh, Donald just dropped the whiz cord. I know we say it every week, but we want you to join every week if you haven't already. So head on over there, check it out, hang out with us. There's always something special going on.
Okay, and if you happen to be watching this on the replay, we are live every Monday evening.
Are they all going to be poured ahead of time, Gregor? That's a really important thing to know.
Yeah.
And are you covering them, or are you simply pouring them as you go? That's a big thing. Are you having help if you're not pouring them ahead of time?
22 times 5 is a whole lot.
That's a lot of pouring. Okay, already poured. Okay, good. Because I'm like, good Lord, that's going to take forever otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, already poured. Good. Okay. Are you covering them with, whiskey caps, challenge coins, etc.? Are you just letting them all sit open? I mean, these are going to be factors as well.
The proof, are you going to offer water to potentially put drops of water in? Change that up a little bit.
I think really the big keys are remember to try to meet people where they are. Remember to offer guidance ahead of time before they take their first sip of, hey, don't try to swallow all of this.
That's the other thing. Are these
try to take a tiny sip like you would of coffee in the morning is what I often tell people. Just because you don't want them to try to shoot the whole thing back, because then they can't go back to it and find anything else from it. So.
Right. Are they new to whiskey? Are they novice, beginner, intermediate? That's a good place to start too, with where are you going to start with the tasting?
Right.
What all do you have to explain? Or do they
already come with knowledge?
So it's not their first rodeo type of situation.
Yeah.
Either way, what we typically end up doing, we start with the lowest proof and we work our way up. We also save peat till the very, 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 very end, or anything with smoke. Balcones brimstone comes to mind.
Yeah.
It'll ruin it all.
It's not peated, but it is a palate wrecker. And anything smoky is going to act that way. So if you're doing an Irish, if you're going to offer Connemara as one of them, for example, I don't necessarily recommend that, but if you are, save that one until the very, very end. Anything that's going to be cask strength, again, push back in the lineup. Start with your 40s and then build up from there. Mm-hmm. Is always good advice for a tasting.
And
then, keeping their mouths open and things, like teaching them just how to taste in general.
Don't forget to tell them to clear their nose by smelling the inside of their arm. You smell the inside of your arm, kind of clears your nose out between, sniffing down the line, especially if you're moving from, say, Irish to Scotch or Scotch to bourbon, so on and so forth. What you have one other, I'm not sure what that stands for.
Also, are you using Glencairns? Are you using plastic? Are you using, rocks glasses? That's all going to make a difference too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have sniffing strangers might be fun in another context. I'm gonna go with probably not a great plan.
Hey, don't
sniff your neighbor next to you. You don't know them, but sniff them anyway.
Yeah,
it'll go great.
You wanna acclimate yourself to your own smell, not somebody else's. That could
congratulations
fuck everything else up.
Donald, that's great on your raise. It's fantastic.
Congratulations.
That'll be good. That'll make it better for sure. Because all that makes a big difference. If it's not Glen's, it all changes it completely, especially with plastic. So I'm glad to hear that it's not any of those things. Yeah. Or like Stacey says, are you? Oh, that's another question. Like Stacey says, are you offering food between them? Is there food or is it non-food? Are you pairing with things? That all makes difference.
Yeah.
Or are you giving them each a drop, or are they just getting, taking a cup or a lid and pouring water in it? That all makes vast differences when you're doing it.
Bacon makes a good palate cleanser.
Bacon does.
Just throwing that out there.
It does. Fatty things make good palate cleansers typically. Mm-hmm. That actually includes cheese, believe it or not. Cheese is good with.
And I don't know if you've thought this far, or even thought of doing it at all, depending on the level of knowledge and experience these people may have, maybe offering a printed out version of like the tasting wheel or the nosing wheel that gives them things to kind of search for to help them along their journey.
Along that same line, you can go to whiskeysmiths.com
and print it
and
off.
You can print out their tasting guide, and essentially it's
broken down.
It's set up exactly like the wine sommelier's deductive tasting guide that helps level 4 wine sommeliers pick up a glass of wine, swirl it around, sniff it 4 times, sip it, and tell you exactly where it's from, when it was produced, and all of those types of things. They've done that same thing for whiskey, and it's a very, very neat chart.
Hey, Bill.
Hello,
So
Bill.
if you have time to print those types of things out for your guests, I highly recommend that.
Definitely. That would cost you nothing but paper and time and ink. So they offer up those tasting guides for free. And really, if they have something to write on, you really only need to, print out one per person, because they can look at that and write notes on a separate piece of paper, and just reuse that. So, yeah.
Or just be like me and never write notes because, I'm weird.
Some people like to go back.
I hate notes. I don't know why. Just especially for stuff that's like right in front of you. I think it's been like 45 minutes. That's one thing. But if anything, I just never bother. I think when we did the Westland tasting, I wrote down one word. So it was very exciting.
I didn't write anything because he wrote it for us.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I was like, I'm good.
I like notes.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you write notes all the time.
I think they are wonderful.
Of course, also, if anyone knows my handwriting is horrific. That's the reason I don't write notes, because I can't read it anyway, so it's pointless. So when I do take notes, they're always typed if they're for when we do stuff for our actual reviews and stuff. All of those are typed up. Because if I had to write things before I gave you guys history, it would be really, really bad.
He'd constantly be picking up the paper and going, what did I write right there? Hang on. Oh, okay. I got this. Ready? Mr. I like it.
It keeps changing every time
that
I take a sip of
it's really good. I like all three of them.
New. And now I just got a bourbon feel out of it this last sip. It seems like a Yeah. And it does seem like the highest proof of the three.
That's what I think is the highest.
I absolutely do too. I think that's 115 proof at least. It could be a little bit higher than that. But it's up there. It's a nice, big, bold flavor. I enjoy the heck out of it. It's ever changing. What would you pay for it? Blind. Knowing nothing.
I don't know. Maybe like 50, 60 bucks.
That's exactly my number. I was going to say $50. I was like, if this is a $50 bourbon, or a $50 6
whatever it is, yeah,
I'm in. I'll take a bottle of it because that's interesting and unique, and I can share it with people.
Thankfully, Eric, I have an excellent memory. That's one of the things I'm very good at, is having a steel trap for as memory goes. So that works really well for me. Thank God. So
flavor wheel for unpeated whiskey. Oh, nice.
All right. So are we ready for Brent to give us the first, I guess, 3 categories of the first 3? Because I think
he paid $50 when he got it, and it started to become hyped.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we guessed proper then. Because hyped price is irrelevant to me.
For real. I'm not paying over MSRP. I don't care.
Thanks, Craig. Now I got that song in my head, and I'm going to sing it from that way from now on. That love and feeling.
This is for A, okay.
I'd pay a little bit more for B. I'd put that.
Yeah, that wine cast is going to make it more expensive.
I'd put that 65 to 75. And I'd buy a bottle of that at 65 to 75.
Yeah, it's still got a freaking string of caramel down it for me.
It does, but it's wrapped in all of these berries.
Caramel and cinnamon.
So much berries. Just
berries.
It's a berry potpourri.
I dig it. I dig it quite a bit. I would buy that one for sure.
Okay, so one's Irish whiskey, one's bourbon, and American single. Interesting.
Not in that order.
Right, because
there's no way A's Irish. There's not a chance.
Well, that's a
Right.
6 grain.
Right. It could be a 6 grain bourbon.
It's true.
It could also be a 6 grain American single malt from a distillery that is doing shady things and calling it a single malt, even though
doing cray.
they're putting a lot of grains in there.
I think A is the bourbon.
Mm-mm.
I think C might be the Irish and B might be the American single malt.
I think that's flipped.
I think B might be the Irish
I do too.
and C might be the single malt.
But I could be wrong.
A bourbon, B Irish, C single malt. I could be wrong too, but
C
I'm just
tastes-
saying.
Go back to C again.
B is so malty. I mean, C is so malty that I could definitely see that being an Irish.
I'm right. Glorious.
Yeah.
B is an American single malt.
After going back,
I want more of that.
that's
That's glorious.
after going back, C has that buttery note to
I was
it.
like, that's what gave it away was the last. It's like there's a sip of that. I was like, going back to the three of them is like, that's got that Irish fruit to me that I have a pickup that's on a lot of Irish whiskeys.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Buttery.
Daddy, no.
That's a
Yeah,
beautiful
piece of
single malt.
whiskey or piece of bacon.
Yeah, whatever
Oh my
this. I'm
God.
very interested to see what these are.
Second time tonight, she's asked me for a piece of whiskey.
I need more whiskey.
Man, it must have been a long day. Was that Limavady Irish? I've never even heard of it.
There was a lot of crying from the child today, so it was a long day.
Oh, those are not fun days.
It was a pretty horrible fucking day.
Yeah, that's true. Iran 21, very nice Donner Pass. Tried that once. It was good.
Craig, we do that at the very end.
Yep.
I don't know if you've shown up for these before, but we will absolutely be blending all of these.
Oh yes, always want to see what the blend tastes like.
I have a dump glass specifically for it.
And I've only broken out the silly straw one
They're
time.
supposed to send, I gotta get back in contact with them. They're supposed to send us the Everest glass too. We gotta they texted me or emailed me the other day, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I said, yeah, we want them, but they ain't here yet. So I gotta email them again and say, just want to review your glassware, but you gotta send it to us first.
I still use that thing on a
I do
night
too.
when
I love that glass. It's on the bar. It's pretty.
It's nice. It has a nice thick feel to it. If I'm not trying to actually nose and taste a whiskey, that's my go-to.
Sherry
I love the
malt.
thing.
Irish single malt. Interesting. I've never
I
heard of
want
it.
to try it.
I'll try it. We'll try anything. Let's all be honest on that. We'll try anything.
All right, Matt. So are we going to skip D until just go to that one at the very, very end? Do you want to pour the next round? It's so peated, man. I'll go with you.
Ooh, Andy just bought a sample of the 80s 10-year Lafroig at 28 years. Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome, Andy. I bet that's amazing.
Seriously. 80s 10-year. Man, that would be so beautiful to compare that.
Not that D isn't clearly peated.
I know, right?
Hey, Graham, how's it going? Good to see you.
Technically need to be marked. I think she would have smelled it from.
I think it would have been obvious over here.
Weasley.
Smells really good, whatever it is.
I can smell it from here.
I'm getting a more of a Lafroig peat than I am.
That medicinal peat. I don't think it's Lafroig, more than likely, but it could be like a. But you know what it could be?
A Kalila.
But you know, maybe it's Lafroig.
I'm getting the
Not that
tires.
iodine.
I'm getting the tires and the iodine that I typically find in Lafroig is what I'm.
I have to taste it to find out, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like Ardbeg. It doesn't smell like
No,
It smells like shit.
it doesn't smell meaty.
No. I think you're right. I think it's Lafroig.
I could be convinced of Kalila because they can come into the same kind of category, but
I don't like the way it smells.
oh come on,
That's
I would-
Lafroig.
Definitely been able to tell that was peated, Brent.
It's too dirty to be Kalila. Kalila's too clean.
It's too dirty.
I absolutely agree with you. That's
Dirty whiskey.
Yeah, it's not Lagavulin.
dirty bloody sock.
Yeah, this has got to be
Ew.
Lafroig. I'd be really
Dirty
shocked if this wasn't
candy.
Lafroig.
Yes. This is hospital, iodine, tire fire.
Used dirty band-aids.
But there's a bloody note and an iodine note that I always find in Lafroig, and
I think it's got a higher proof on it. So what if it's like a cask strength or like indie bottler or something?
Special version.
I agree with you.
Yeah, or like a one-off
special release.
Yeah, maybe
if that's not 48% or higher, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, I'd say it's like 50, but I could be or higher, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could 52 maybe, but I don't think it's too much higher over that. But it's definitely
higher than that. I'd be shocked if it was. It's really, really good. Whatever it is, it's really good. That is delicious. It's 58.4 and it's independent bottler. Nice. Wow, that does not drink 58.4 at all.
No, that drinks 50.
50 was my guess on it. Yeah,
that is beautiful.
Wow, that's dangerous. That's really good. It's really, really good. Whatever it is.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, tire fires are good, Craig. That means that's the good shit. That's a good. That's a love language.
To some people, that's a love language, and to some people, that's a sign to run in the other direction. And that's why we say these things out loud, is because some people's palates align with mine and Matt's, and they love peat, and some people just despise the stuff and they can't stand it. And that's great. That's your palate, and that's the way it's supposed to fucking be. We have our palate, and you get yours, and you get to like the things that you love. That's my love language. If you're talking about tire fires and iodine and blood and just meaty smokiness, I'm all in. That's you're talking to me like you love me. And if you're saying that to Sarah, she's going to run the other way. And so these are the reasons that we say these things out loud, so that you guys can understand what's actually in our glass.
I really like that note, Stacey. That's a beautiful note. The Freud taste smells like so set an ER biohazard bit on fire. And to me, that's a good thing.
That's
disgusting.
Exactly right. It smells
it's a bad day.
Like burning chemicals. And it's
undisclosed Isla. Okay. I really think that's Lafroig.
Yeah,
I think there's like a 99% chance that's Lafroig. Like, yeah, that's just too many things that are Lafroig.
I was gonna say, out of all the whiskey we've had, I can pretty well put a fingerprint on those three, I think. But
yeah, I think we did try to. Me and Will try to do all 8. That was a bitch. It was way harder to get this auto B. We'll try that again, maybe another year. I'll try it again. Maybe, and I think we're gonna split it into 4 and 4 just to get a little better. We'll spend some more time with all of them to get there. But yeah, that was a bitch. That was not an easy blind at all.
The Lafroig.
Eric, please don't get me ranting about chill filtration, man. You don't know. We don't need that every week.
Nice job, Andy. Yes, that No Name 3, fantastic stuff. Which is, I think, 75% Lafroig. So, yeah, another good reason to say this is probably Lafroig. I would really be surprised if this was not Lafroig. Hey, Brent, how old is this undisclosed Isla? Does it have an age statement by chance? I mean, clearly it's cask strength, like you said. Yeah. But what's the age on it? Yes. Oh, right, Donald. Exactly. Quarter cask on board.
All right.
Fantastic stuff.
Should I dump? Or
don't
should
put
I
that
wait?
fucking.
We want to know what the first 3 are. We don't even know what the first 3 are. We want to know what the first 3 are.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
9 years old. Actually are.
Okay. Interesting. I guess what I could do is I could get one of the 10-year. Let me grab a 10-year cask strength to see if we're like super close.
That sounds about right. Yeah. A 6-grain bourbon.
All right, 56.3. That should be close.
I would think so. 2 points off.
Makes a big difference.
It can. That's for sure.
Luna.
We've tasted some whiskeys. We've tasted some whiskeys that tasted like a different distillery made them with like 3 different proof points off in 2 different barrels. So.
Springbank 12 is a tire fire. Lejag 10 is burning. Dennis off as Lafroig is a driftwood fire on the beach with well-kept toss on top. That's funny.
That sounds about right. I love Lacheg. I don't know how to say it. I love it though. That's a favorite of mine. I wish I had more. I tend to finish them when I bring in the house.
They're close. This one just seems dirtier.
Yeah. Oh, it was a well chosen barrel.
Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if it didn't taste pretty darn similar.
The 10 cast strength has more dirt on it, but this is definitely pretty. I think better. This independent bottler.
Probably so.
Probably costs more too than this.
Seriously.
Don't do it, bitch.
It might be like 100. I don't know. I'd pay 100 for that. Thing's delicious.
I was gonna say I'd pay 90 to 100 for that. That's a beautiful, beautiful bottling. Uh-oh.
2020 SB single the 10. Oh yes, yeah.
Andy, do you want to go ahead and Brent, do you want to go ahead and reveal
what are the other three? Let's see what the other three are.
Yeah, because I think I'm about ready to pour me some more.
Hello. And I know he sent me the key as well, so I can look at what the bottles are.
Yeah, but he's here in the chat with us.
Oh, I let him put it in the chat. I just want to see what the bottles look like after he tells us.
What's real fun is that the chat actually kind of gets to see it before we do. So,
all whiskey is very weak. You know, I did get a sample from Katie from down at the Bastard's Ball of that cast strength Connemara, which I have not opened yet. It is sitting in my bathroom, away from all the other whiskey, in a safe place. Why it's still there, I don't. Detling cast strength Alabama. What the hell is that?
Alabama bourbon.
John Emerald Alma single and barley smoked pecan and peachwood.
Alabama
and a Bushmill 1608. 400. Wow.
Wow.
And beers. Okay. Sweet mix and S Nation is close. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Thank you very much, Brent. That is really cool. I've never heard any. Only thing I've ever had from Alabama, which isn't even real Alabama. It's really Tennessee trucked in, was Clyde Mays. So I assume that's real Alabama is my guess. Let's see here. Look at the bottles. Pictures.
Emerald.
John Emerald, Alabama single malt.
Oh, that's a cool bottle.
Smoked with pecan and peachwood. I would not have guessed smoked.
Never would have guessed
in
that.
A million years.
Mm-mm.
Pecan and peachwood.
But pecan and peachwood, and yet we said peaches.
Yeah, we said the fruits
and fuzzy fruit, Matt. I mean, come on. Could you really? Do you really think that like peach wood is going to give that fruitiness?
Apparently,
you know what? The Andalusia's Paladuro is peachwood. I'll grab that later. We can compare that later tonight and see if we get the same thing. Okay, this bottle's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's the Detling bottle. That looks really cool. So that's what he said. That's a really cool bottle.
That is a good looking bottle.
But apparently, it says Fred Minnick's talking about, well, fuck that guy. Don't do that shit to us.
And apparently,
do that later after we get a bottle. You suck.
Speaking of Andalusia, they're apparently starting to ship to like 38 states.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
You can go to Andalusia.com.
Check it out.
If you live in a state outside of Texas, because Texas.
Well, my next question is: can they ship inside Texas?
No, they can't ship inside.
Boo.
Texas. But if you live in a state that allows for shipping, you can buy you some Andalusia if you wanna.
Hi, Stan.
We need balls of these things, Brent. We must talk afterward. All right, so let's see here. What is going on here? I tune in here, sir. Dirty whiskey. Then I hear it says love honey smells blood, and I'm scared. Thanks, Stan.
Welcome on in, Stan.
You haven't checked out Stan. Check out
just the normal Monday night
channel. All right,
but yeah, if you
John Emerald.
If you like you some Andalusia and you can't get it,
can't make the trip down to Texas. Really.
Check it out.
Got a pretty close on the bottle.
Let me make that bigger. That's what she said.
Nice.
So it's a cool bottle. I like that.
Cool.
I am definitely liking these. These are real Alabama things. These are good. I think most of us know what Bushmills looks like, but this is the 400th anniversary one, which is really cool. That's also, looks more like your standard, but you can tell it's kind of a little special with gold there on the front. Yeah. So very nice. That was very good.
Yeah.
They all are.
So I wonder what year that came from. What year is that 400th anniversary from, Brent? That's really
Definitely
good.
interesting.
Is that what, 2015? I think that sounds right. It's closed 9 year. Yeah, really good stuff. Oh, very cool. Thank you, Brent. That was awesome. I love when we get fun whiskeys like that we have there's no possible way we could ever 2008. Okay, 2008. That's right. 16 nights when they started. That's right.
Stacy, not only did I try it, but I got their card because I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, we've tried to contact him. We've tried to get them on the show, so we'll get them on.
If you know people at Talnua, you tell them we're trying to get them on our program. We want them to come on a Monday night and talk about their whiskey to all of you.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're
getting them on. Don't worry.
Things there, and it sucks that you can only get it in Colorado right now.
Yeah, it blows. But hey, Jeffrey Wack, how's it going? It does blow. But yeah, these were good. Thank you very much, Brent. I love getting random, really cool ass whiskey, especially really good craft is always fun. And then old Bushmills is really cool too, because that's significantly better than the Bushmills I've had, besides the upper end Bushmills, which are all really good.
Right.
Especially old Bushmills, good shit.
And let's not forget the best of them all. 9-year-old Lefroy. Come on.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, fuck off.
All right, I guess let's combine these three, except for the Lefroy.
Yeah, I got the 3 of them combined here. I didn't feel like putting the Lefroy in. I don't feel like that's a necessary thing right now.
We'll get them on, though. I've contacted him once already. I'll hit him back up. He already said he'd come on. We just have to figure out a time. We just don't have a time yet.
Yeah, and with the holidays and everything, it's just...
Yeah, I'm guessing it probably won't be till January for most distilleries. We might have one on between then, but I'm not sure who it'll be.
Oh, the bourbon took over, but it's nice.
Craig, are you also in Alabama, Craig, or are you in a different state? Just to wonder if they're distribution outside of Alabama or not. Or I guess because Brent's in Louisiana, so I guess it must be in a couple states at least.
Right. The bourbon took over, but it's really fruity.
It's like
and really
cinnamon to caramel to fruit.
Mm-hmm. The fruit kind of takes over as the finish.
Mm-hmm. What an interesting combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that. It's quite tasty.
Yes, indeed.
I got 4 new glasses, Matt.
All right.
I don't know if you do, but
same thing.
I do. Because I got 4 more samples here you sent me. What is this one from?
Yes, I did. So that was the one we're going to do with Sarra the other day that we never got to. So I figured we need to have 2 blinds in one night. And then I got another one from Ethan and Katie Turk that we'll do in a few weeks. We'll do theirs as well.
Okay. Who is this one from?
This is stuff I put together. I was putting together for Sarra when we were going to do all the Isla blind. I put together hers, so I figured let's do that one blind tonight too. This will be fun.
So these are all Sarra approved.
These are all Sarra approved. That's the best I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay, you drove to them, but they do ship out of Alabama. Okay, I might like to get to see. Maybe we can see if we can get these guys on the show because I thought these things were fascinating. Let me try and contact these distilleries there in Alabama. Maybe they come on. We can get them to send us some stuff and see what else they make. Because I'd love to try anything else they make. Shit was good.
If that single malt distiller is making more different things, like you know me, man. If it's malt, I'm all about it. That's almost pinkish.
It's pinkish.
Fucking rosé.
Seriously, it almost looks like a rosé. No, backwards.
I gave you all wine.
Oh, I would have such a headache tomorrow.
That would be a dick move.
That would be so bad. I would have such a headache. It's got kind of a pink tint to it.
It does. It has like a pink tint to it. I don't
Almost
think
like,
that y'all are gonna be able. Yeah, it's very, very
like
copper and
Boone's Farm.
Yeah,
It's all Boone's Farm flavors.
I'd have a headache after that too.
Snow
Oh
Creek
my
berry,
god! Oh, it'd be horrible.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you.
Strawberry Hill.
Oh gosh.
Come on.
I still remember the names.
I used to buy those things a lot.
Yeah, we did too. I did too.
I may or may not have been of the age of
Not
16.
old enough.
Yeah, not 16. That's about right. Stacy, that's the correct answer because malt is the best.
That's my favorite.
I like
It's not really
malt.
for debate. We've decided it's just not really for debate anymore.
I like malt. I'm eclectic though. I like all different things.
You are a big fan of corn.
I do like corn, but I do like malt.
I'm a big fan of alcohol in general.
I like whiskey.
Me too. But still, malt, man. There's something about malted barley that just
Defiant. That's what, North or South Carolina, where Defiant's from? Pretty sure. I know I've had that before. I know I've got a bottle hidden somewhere back in the closet.
ooh.
Did you blind yourself on these, Matt, or are you just drinking?
I will here in a minute. I don't want to have it already poured because that would not go well.
No, it really wouldn't.
I don't want to sit there for like an hour poured.
No.
That seems foolish.
I should probably cover these as well.
Ooh,
Right? That's what I said when I got to that one. I was like, whoa.
that's different.
Isn't it though? But it's lovely. It's just simply lovely.
This one feels high proof.
Like I was saying earlier, our challenge coins are available. These are wonderful little devices to cover up your Glencairn while you're doing tastings like this. Other channels have challenge coins as well, like the Scotch Test Dummies. This is their latest. I really enjoyed the heck out of that when I bought it. It was lovely.
The finger one?
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
That's the best one I ever made.
It's so amazing. 2020 Survivor, Solanche Dummies.
Actually, you didn't buy that. They gave that to us.
Yeah, I was willing to buy
I
it.
was willing to buy it. I walked over there with my
That's right.
money in hand, and Scott just said, "Just
The fact
take
that
it."
he didn't make me buy it is up to him. I was willing to purchase it for whatever he was going to charge me for it.
Well, I gave him one of ours.
I needed one immediately. I sent away for it as soon as they had them available.
There you go.
Oh, the funniest thing is, the story about that coin, about how they based it on that orangutan in Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood back in the 80s, which is a great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Because Clint Eastwood is a god, and that's all you need to know.
Woo.
That is high proof, isn't it?
Yeah, D is huge. That is one thing about covering up your glasses with a stopper of some sort, is that the alcohol vapors can build up as well as the flavors.
That's another trick. Give your glass a little blow down in there. Get your alcohol vapors out of there before you stick your nose in it.
That's right.
She said it all. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Blow it right down in there.
Just blow right down in there before you stick your nose in.
They're all solid advice.
Solid. She has lots to say tonight.
Okay. I like all these too.
Yeah. This is much lighter.
B is interesting, and C is weird. And D is so much alcohol vapor.
Yeah, but look at the color on that.
I know it's so dark.
Well, it's dark and like reddish.
Yeah, it is. Bit of an amber
Yeah.
hue to it. You're not wrong.
He can't see you, Eric. He can't see what you're writing.
Oh, yeah. If you don't say anything right now, I cannot see you. I'm behind the computer pouring because I don't want them to see the bottles.
Yes, he said while you're away, Matt, go get the box. But he's pouring his samples right now, and he's got to pour them off screen so that we don't see what they are.
A.
So if you want to talk to Matt, you got to wait a little bit.
Or, we can relay the message.
I got B, and it's
Slightly lighter than A.
a little bit more golden. Oh, looks about almost the same.
Yeah, it does. In the bottles, B looks a little bit lighter.
Don't get them mixed up, please.
I had A.
That is one good thing about using different challenge coins for each glass.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. I just had B. Let me see.
She's a ride. She's a wild ride. At least on the nose.
Yeah.
I get pickle on the nose.
Oh.
but super high proof, right?
Did you just put some in my head?
I don't know.
Say those kinds of things.
I'm saying it so that you can look for it and tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes, Stan, I did get a new tattoo. It's literally a day old, and so it hasn't really started healing yet. You're doing a horrible job at that. There it is, my new tattoo. That is my birthday present to myself. So it's not really healing per se. It's still in the, I feel like, a sunburn stage because I just got it yesterday. So it's been only a little bit over 24 hours.
It's about to start the healing phase.
But I love it.
I'm trying so hard not to taste these, but I'm sitting here on a live whiskey stream, not drinking whiskey, and I'm feeling all left out.
Yeah, man.
I hope you at home are actually drinking your whiskeys and not just smelling them.
I'm gonna
waiting
have to
for
start
Matt
to
to
smell
pour.
them. He knows what they are, so it's not like this is a
blind for
him. Are you even there, Matt?
I think he muted himself.
It's not muted down here.
Oh no, he might have gone downstairs.
He might have gone downstairs.
Oh, is it rye? Maybe it's rye I'm smelling in that one. Oh, Jesus, it's so high proof.
Here's a message for you from Donald. Happy accidents are good accidents.
Yeah, they are.
Some of my favorite kind of accidents.
That sounds delicious.
Oh,
it smells like a barrel product.
Barrel?
Yeah. How they buy a whole bunch of different things and then
I know how they work.
It smells like there's a bit of Dickel in there, but that's super high proof.
Well, do you at least have a beer?
Not tonight.
No.
Some nights, but not tonight.
We don't have much for beer in the house.
I don't.
Kind of grew out of that phase.
I need to get some more real spirits.
Real spirits. If you're able to get your hands on some real spirits beer, do it.
I'm going to be going down to Blanco, Texas here soon, I think. So I might just pick me up some real spirits while I'm down there.
I think you can get it at the liquor store.
I think I can too, but if I'm going to go down anyway.
It's got a lot of cinnamon going on in it.
A lot of cinnamon.
Like it's the most prominent note that I'm getting out of it.
Are you finding any notes that you would associate with rye other than cinnamon? Because cinnamon and spice and black pepper can sometimes be a little bit of a rye note to me. And so I kind of put that as a rye. Or maybe just a high rye. Could be a different forward grain like corn, but to me it smells like a high rye if nothing else.
A little bit of black pepper going on.
Yeah. You tasting? I'm not tasting. I should probably taste. Sounds like Matt's getting back. Yeah.
That's I would call that more the lines of a high rye than
a rye.
Than a rye.
I'm getting peppermint on the nose now.
Peppermint, not spearmint?
Peppermint.
Like candy cane?
No, spearmint. You're right. Or wintergreen. It's in that family.
It's very seldom that I get like peppermint. Like Christmas peppermint in a whiskey.
That note is just so prominent.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna pull any note out of Dickel, it's gonna be that one note.
Yeah, I mean that Flintstone vitamin note, and it's amazing to me that it's only one distillery that has that note, and it's just ridiculously prominent in everything it's in.
That's got to have a little, at least a little bit in it. So I get where you're saying that it may be a barrel product because they tend to
put blends together using a lot of different people
and potentially Dickel.
Right.
I've pulled it out on a couple different ones.
I have too.
That barrel has put together.
I'm about to go to the palate.
That one, it's not so much the prominent Flintstone vitamin, but more along the lines of the vanilla
Protein
powder.
Yeah. And we found that in blends that include it. Right.
Mhm.
Oh, Stephen, we did a rye only night a few weeks ago. It was delicious. All right, let's see what we got here.
Ooh. Oh, I like that on the palate. It's soft.
Weasley.
It's soft and gentle.
One?
Yeah.
Or A? Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Not a lot. There's replay, and you can find it.
There's not a lot going on, but it's present.
You just nose it, or you taste it already?
I've already actually tasted through.
I'm going through the taste now.
Yeah, I see that. That's a beautiful rye in that.
Donald, you lost me at dirty, aggressive Pete.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
I do agree there, Donald. Those are delicious.
He's talking about mixing them together.
That sounds even better. I like that plan.
I'd put that in the category of like a nice weeder.
This one?
Yeah, a nice Weller. It doesn't have the color for a 12, well, Weller 12, but I'd put that in that same category of a really beautiful
For
weeder.
which
letter? I'm tasting A right now.
Okay.
It's just soft and smooth and just it doesn't have a whole lot of bite. It doesn't have a whole lot of grit to it.
And see, I get more on the malt side.
Oh, really?
On it.
Are you thinking like malt dominant? Or are you thinking like malt
forward? Cantaloupe.
Ooh.
On that one.
Malt forward. Got a little bit of an effervescent going on there.
Yeah.
It's not a very high proof. It's a lower proof in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a little bit thinner, which makes me lean on the side of
could be butterscotch.
A Scotch as opposed to a bourbon.
Right.
Or a wheat forward whiskey.
I could be convinced of butterscotch. It's just so light and delicate.
It also,
it's really hard for me to even pinpoint a grain on this one.
Also, to me, it doesn't.
I was thinking corn.
It has that slight little pinkish tint to it, but it doesn't have the deep colors of coming from a brand new char barrel.
No, that doesn't look like new oak. If that is corn, it's going to be a corn whiskey that was put into a used oak.
I don't believe that it's corn at all.
No. That's the grain I got forward.
Neutral grain spirit night. I don't think we're gonna do that.
I'll pass on that night.
The only way I would do that night is if I had it directly from distilleries. If I had samples from distilleries directly, I would be okay with it.
It might be a little bit different, but still, I wouldn't be thrilled.
We tried some of these. I went to Desert Door and had their Sotol straight up the still. That shit was delicious off the still.
I drink Totem all night.
Yeah, whenever he gets back up here, we'll have Brent on. Cool dude that owns that place. It's right down the street from the Wizard Academy. It's a really cool place to stop at. I do love their Sotol.
That's beautiful. That's more malty to me.
That's malty as well. Yes, this is more malty to me than this one, but that doesn't make this one not malty.
Ooh.
And just because it's me doesn't mean they're all going to be bourbon.
No
he knows I like unpeated Scotch.
Cohen, that sounds awesome. An Adelphi Coela 12-year cask strength. Yes, please. A Sherry Monster and a Ben Nevis. Yes, all of that sounds great.
Oh, that's lovely. That's picking it up and improved quite a bit.
You moved on to C?
No, I'm still on B.
Oh.
I took a second sip of it. 48%. It's nice. It's robust. It's oily as all hell. I could be convinced of 52, 54. It's big, but it drinks about 48. It's just nice and hefty without being like overbearing and like screaming at you for attention. I like B a lot. That's beautiful.
Stepping it up a notch again in the proof.
With C.
Oh, we'll have gin night. Don't worry, Donald. That'll only be like really good craft gins. There won't be. They'll be like Monkey 47. Like I said, really is craft. That's St. George Spirits. That's craft. Really good gins. It'll be like really good, clean, awesome gins like Blue Coat, Hatch,
a finish,
Door County, stuff like that.
Ooh, maybe
smells like a finished corn, a finished bourbon,
like a sherry funk.
A little bit.
Oh.
Okay, go to bed then. You tuck you in? Or I'll be back. I gotta tell my kid in.
Which one?
Go do that, man.
The little one.
Oh my gosh, she's going to bed?
Yay. Good for her. It's about time she
can't believe
actually goes to bed on time.
I can't believe she's going to bed at
wow,
10:30.
That's corny.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's a finished bourbon. But
maybe. I'm tasting
whiskey.
sappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taste like a young sappy note on this one. So I could be convinced that it's a finished bourbon because to me this tastes like a sappy bourbon that they tried to fix.
Yeah. Dram Bam, we are not sure. William and I are over here completely blind, have no information about these at all.
Matt will be back.
And we'll discuss it with him more, but we have we're double blind on this.
Yeah. We got nothing.
Matt knows what they are.
He hasn't poured.
He's just
withholding information. Actually, I don't think he's even single blind. I think he's just sipping along with us.
I don't know.
I think he took so long to pour that.
Right, Donald? Is health freezing over or something? Violet's going to bed. Hide all your whiskey, folks.
Mm. Oh, maybe Barton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I feel like C drinks to me like a very old Barton does, or 1792.
Have you tried D yet?
No.
Go for it. It again knocks up the proof, but you're gonna taste it right off the bat.
I can smell it in there. I know I am. I didn't want to take you out, but at the same time, I figured no reason for everybody to just be looking at a blank screen. I still can't hear you, Matt. For some reason, you're still muted.
Yeah.
I like St. George Baller a lot, but it is a really weird umeshu cast, so it's a plum wine finish, and it's bizarre.
If
you're not ready for that, then it's not a good choice.
It is a wild ride. It's a good ride. It's a fun ride if you're ready for it.
Weird shit.
It is a wild ride. And I think that would be like a ride that's not for everybody, right?
Yeah.
I'd put that in the same category as I put peat or I put smoked whiskeys.
Yeah, it's a weird
not for everybody.
Bizarre. We'll all email Ryan Reynolds to get on here, but I don't think Ryan Reynolds gives a shit. But sure.
No, have you seen his YouTube presence? He gives a shit.
No, I know he does, but I don't think he gives a shit about us. I do love Ryan Reynolds. He is fantastic.
If anybody convinced him to come on, we will be happy to drink his gin and only talk about aviation if that's what he wants.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad. I mean, aviation is good gin. It's good gin. And we can make beautiful cocktails with it too.
And he does, and he's very funny about it. If you have not subscribed,
funny about everything.
If you have not subscribed to Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel, you are missing out on.
His new movie Red Notice is also really good. So if you haven't seen Red Notice, it's worth watching. I really enjoyed it. My kids have already watched it like 3 or 4 times, so it's quite good.
Which one?
Red Notice, the new.
Him
and the Rock and which one? Gail Gadget. Yeah, great movie.
Stephen T, I think you are mistaking us for the whiskey tribe. We don't have that kind of clout. We're not even volleyball famous yet.
Yeah, volleyball famous.
Maybe if we get to that point, we could all band together. But I don't think there are enough of us yet. I wish there were, but just don't know.
Sure. You guys email him. He wants to come on. Ryan Rollins is welcome anytime. Now we are
Anytime.
working on someone else that I can't disclose who it is right now. That will, if we get it to where it is a really, really big deal.
Can
But
we
I can't
disclose
tell you
that
who it is.
Ryan Reynolds has an invite to your house?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is always welcome here. He can also bring his wife. That'd be great.
So there you go, Ryan. If you're ever in Texas,
I'll even let your kids go. My kids would love to play with your kids. It'd be great.
yeah, it's in there. That feels like a barrel.
It does feel like a barrel product.
It's nice. It's well blended.
It's not overwhelming.
No, but it's there.
But it's there.
He did sell it to them, but he's still marketing the hell out of it. It's still his brand per se. He did sell it, yes, and he made I think $650 million because it's smart.
Thanks, Donald. Be sure to check out Ryan Reynolds' gin at the YouTube channel there that Donald dropped. Matthew McConaughey.
I'm not kidding.
Does
that
Wild turkey. Good shit.
Wild turkey.
All right, nice, Steven.
Whoo!
We will see.
Poor
you soon.
McConaughey. I think he dropped out.
Darn.
He said he never had any.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to. I don't blame him. I want to
running
get
for
involved
political office.
Good.
That's for the best for everyone. Keep on making good movies and keep on helping Wild Turkey out. You're doing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Have a good night, Stephen T. Thanks for hanging out, baby.
Yes, my love.
Don't do that again.
I had to spray a cat for trying to get at my bacon. I has to do what I has to do to protect my bacon.
There's too much shit around here to make them freak out like that.
I could be convinced of Irish,
On
especially on A. Yeah.
Matthew, who?
The guy from All Right. That one. Him and Magic Mike.
Dazed and Confused.
All right.
Or Dallas Buyers Club. That shit was crazy.
Well, that
was
He did really good in that movie, though. It was a crazy movie.
He did. Jared Leto did surprisingly well in that movie as well.
Yeah.
But that was a mindfuck.
Jared Leto is just very eclectic when it comes to acting.
I put him in the same category as like Eddie Izzard, as just like being able to do a lot of different things if you just put him in the right. If you put him in the.
That is interesting. I'm not 100% sold.
So what do you guys think?
It's 40%. So it's so hard to pick out anything.
Yeah, it's very thin.
It's so thin.
I'm not 100%
For
sold.
which
That it's
one?
Irish.
A.
Okay.
You think it's Irish?
I could be convinced that's Irish. I could be yeah, I do. It's
really.
I don't get the buttery note.
Oh,
But it's 40%.
that's amazing, Stacey. You only had 2 rums. What? Our gins, I mean. Oh. Drum Chambeau is a great Irish gin. I really like that stuff. I've not had the other gin you've had, though, that Cow Run, or however the hell you pronounce that. I'm not really sure. Coal Run?
No.
Don't know. Who needs white meat?
The gins that I've enjoyed have all been from craft distilleries.
Yes.
Make
and
randomness.
Drum, that Chambeau, that's a craft Irish distillery, and it's very good.
Nice.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think pretty much all the gins I really like are all craft. There's not really, and there's some good gins that are major brands like Aviation or Tanqueray. Some of their upper end Tanquerays.
Brook Lottie has a decent one too.
Oh god, the Botanist is great.
The Botanist, yeah, that one's a pretty decent one. As far as like major brands go, that's
what made me get into gin was the Botanist, and now I have like 100 of them. But whatever.
What? It's Stephanie's into gin, isn't she?
Oh, you know what? Loch Lomond has a gin that's coming out, and hopefully we'll get to try that from Forbes. Hopefully we'll get a chance to bring that over. It's not in the States yet, but it's coming. They have different flavored gins too, so I'm very interested in trying it. It's an Irish gin. Really? It's a small batch Scottish gin. Okay. I've not had that one. Interesting. I don't know.
I got you here. Fucking bitch bothering you. I'm torn on that one.
All right. And you think, so you think A is a low proof something you said?
Oh, it's not 40. I'll be shocked and surprised.
Yeah.
It's definitely chill filtered. It feels like it's thin and watery, but the flavors on it are still lovely.
It's just very tamed down and not punchy in the face.
No,
just a chill whiskey.
I feel like I could give that to anybody, and just they'd be like, "That's nice."
Yeah,
it is nice.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes, so we gotta, roll on.
Ooh, that was a good burp.
Anyway. Like a whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to reveal that, or you want to keep on going through?
I can tell you what it is if you'd like. What did I do with it though? That's the question.
Well, I mean, you just poured it.
I know.
Seven.
So is an Irish.
It is an Irish.
It is 42%. It is a Grand Cru Burgundy Glendalough single cask.
Interesting.
Ooh. Where'd you
So
get that
Burgundy, which I don't think we've ever had anything Burgundy finished. So this is a really unique one I thought to pour.
He found that at Williams
store.
At Mirage.
Good stuff.
Did you find that at Mirage?
No. Oh, yeah, I think they have it there. Yeah.
I think they have that there. I think I saw that at Mirage. It's light. It's
friendly.
It
maybe it's because I've had so much others tonight too that are higher proof. I'd have to go back to that on a fresh palate to really get the full feel for it. But it's good, but it's just not enough for me.
Being a high proof whore, I can understand where you come from in that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it as just sales and marketing. I feel like I could pour that for literally anybody and they'd be like, yeah, okay, I could see myself sipping on that.
Yeah, I think it's a good get healed Irish, good, interesting, unique.
I'm not saying it's not
sweet
at all. It's just not enough for me.
That's fair.
I need more. Even at that proof, if it was just a little richer, had a little bit more of a mouthfeel.
Again, like 46%, not non-chill filter. Not running it through the chiller.
Valid point, Tom. I forgot. He's right. We've had the green spot, the Leoville Barton. The Barton there is
my favorite.
I do like that one as well.
Of course, I'm on Chateau Montelena. I still think it's better. It's all good.
I am torn between the two.
I've concluded I like Montelena better.
I like Louis a little bit.
Need to get a bottle.
But I also like Zin finish better, so not surprised.
Yeah,
I need to get a bottle of the Louis so I can do it back to back. I've got a bottle of the Montelena, but not the Louis. Let's move on to B here.
See, and B still feels very Irish to me. I get more of the butter feel on this one than I do on A.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's
richer, buttery, and oily. This feels like it's actually up at 46%. This feels like it didn't go through the chill filter. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit richer. It's still light and delicate. I still feel like I could offer this to anybody and they'd be happy with it. But that's just my thoughts on Irish. And some people freaking hate malt somehow. I don't get it.
Again, to each their fucking own.
To each their own. You're right. You're right.
They don't get it. Well, because they have their own fucking palate, okay?
But malt is so good.
To you. Not to everybody.
It's heaven to me.
Good for you.
Yeah, that Burgundy cask is 3 years old as well.
Okay.
So that's probably another reason it's,
Yeah, just so light and delicate and not
I
much.
do like it, though. I think it's a good whiskey.
Again, I want to go back to it when I haven't had, 4, 5, whatever others before and mixed in and all that. And just, I drank down the whole line, William.
Grand Cru Burgundy steeped in a full-bodied Pinot Noir grape wine. Interesting.
But I want to go back to it on a fresh palate and...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You said Burgundy, not Bordeaux. I thought you said Bordeaux the first time.
No, it's Burgundy.
Burgundy. The Kiloween Pinot Noir Burgundy. I've not had that one either. I don't think we get Kiloween here that I'm aware
Probably where
of.
that color comes from.
Yeah.
I can get behind that on this one with the butteriness of it. It seems more malt forward.
I don't
To
disagree
me-
with that.
And the proof is definitely up higher.
That to me tastes more like a Middleton product, more like a Green Spot, more like
I would say more along the green spot line than the Middleton. Middleton is typically richer.
Middleton product.
No, you both
With
are.
lots of stuff.
True. I mean,
So,
Green Spot is a
Well,
Middleton
both
product.
are Middleton products.
what I'm saying.
So
that's what I'm saying. Middleton, they make green. What is it? Redbreast. They make all sorts of stuff.
all right, Matt, what's B?
All right, B is Glendalough Snow Cast Madeira.
What do you
See, it
ours
is the
like,
I can't pronounce that word though. The
I'm excited.
Santerio, how the hell you pronounce it? Some kind of Madeira. It's
Okay.
Canteiro. Whatever the hell that kind of Madeira is. That's what
What's
it is.
the percentage?
That one's also 42%, but it's way higher. It's way more flavor than. Of course, I also love Madeira. I think Madeira is beautiful with whiskey in general, but I think it's a really, really good whiskey. The best part is things are like $45 or less. They're not expensive.
1318 Shelby says been lurking. Sarah, be nice to my buddy Will. Best scam bacon and whiskey taster out there. I'm married to him, so I can be whatever I want to him. And this is nice.
Two Stacks I've had. Two Stacks cash strength is really good. I agree, Stacey. I have had that one.
I'm always nice to him.
130 proof Irish. You can't really go wrong with that.
Hmm.
No, over Cologne. At least it wasn't whiskey. At least it wasn't whiskey, Donald. The cat broke. But you will smell like a fragrance
Not
department.
even a joke. That actually worked.
I know. That's not a
That
joke.
actually worked. Don't joke about that shit. I'll beat
don't
you if
mean
I
that.
want to, and you like it. Now, this is the one that we thought was the corn forward.
Yeah. You drink too much of it.
I didn't drink too much of nothing.
I haven't even tasted this
Most
yet.
unfortunate, Tom.
Got nothing to
We will correct that problem for you, though.
Donald, just pour some whiskey on it.
Oh, that's so corny.
It does taste
So corny.
Corn forward.
Whoa, that's corn juice. Hot damn. All right, yeah,
C knocks it up in the proof again.
a little bit.
A little bit step up.
Yeah,
And it's
these are
corn-
pretty easy to do with a couple of sips. Which one's for which on these? Just
It's
I of course knew what they were. So
It's very corn forward.
It is super corn forward.
super corn forward with a rye mash bill, obviously.
High rye.
and that's
we
what
did
I
say
said.
high rye. when
I
you
don't know
went
the mash bill. This one I've never looked it up.
But I was
There's
getting
clearly a lot of rye in it.
mints. I was getting dill. I was getting all sorts of things like that.
Yeah, while you were off pouring yours and we were tasting, we were talking about it, and we said high rye.
Mhm.
That's I guess, but I've never I can't confirm. I've never looked into this whiskey ever.
But it is more. It's definitely not an Irish like the first two.
No,
No.
well, that's beautiful though. It's
yeah,
a nice
I like
bourbon.
it.
It's well rounded. I like
Mhm.
the black pepper at the end. I don't get any dill on the palate.
It's very cinnamon forward. There's no dill.
yeah,
It's all the
cinnamon.
black pepper and mint and
Yep.
cinnamon.
Yep.
So what we got, Matt?
What would you pay for it? That's my first question.
I'd put that in the $40.
40,
$40 bourbon.
45.
Best part about this is it's $16.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
It is the new Evan Williams 1783
Oh, wow.
small batch at 90 proof.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
only at 90?
Yep, it's great. I thought it was really, really good. I was like, $16. Can't beat that.
Seriously.
That has a nice mouthfeel.
I'd be able to drink
I
that
like it.
daily.
I like it better than the bottle and bond.
I'd
Yeah.
put that in the daily drinker category. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, for the price especially. I really like it.
That's pretty amazing, man.
I thought so. And when I took some other people to try it too, they all really liked it as well. And they realized it was a $16 bottle.
So we've come to the conclusion that we think that D is a barrel product.
That's what we thought on the
At
nose
least
and palate
something
first
that
round
has
through.
some kind of Dickel product mixed into it,
Right.
blended into
There's a slight bit of Dickel in there, and it doesn't taste like this is a Dickel because it's not.
it. It just feels like
Flintstone vitamin.
it's a blend that they got from some
See, I
Dickel.
think it's like
There's a
perfume
protein powder.
nuttiness.
She said vanilla. I'm actually getting a chocolate protein powder.
Yeah, it's like like I said, this is perfume nuttiness to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's got that like chocolate protein powder for like mix. Very
Now it's
chalky.
chocolate. I haven't smelled it since
For a while.
Yeah.
It's been sitting out. Yeah. And it's and to me, I'm getting like an actual chocolate note in there, and then that protein chalkiness.
Yeah, it's not the full-on Flintstone vitamins as if you were drinking a straight Dickel.
Right.
Something's blended in there to blend that down a little bit and tamp it down some, but it really tastes like that there is at least a little bit of Dickel on in that product.
She's saying the words that I should be saying. Like this tastes like a barrel product, or it tastes like
I've had a couple barrel products
like
that
a
taste
really
like
good
this.
blend that was created by somebody that took a bunch of barrels from a lot of different places.
One of them happened to be Dickel. Just one
happened to be Dickel, and it's the predominant. And it's one of those just notes that I can just find. So tell me what it is. Tell me I'm wrong.
Cohen, I think that
you're
Evan
very
Williams
wrong.
is definitely the bigger one.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yay! That's actually good.
Not only wrong, it's from a totally different distillery. It's only from one distillery.
What else has that?
Somebody else has that
Booker's.
note.
Oh my God, it's Booker's. Which one?
Interesting.
It's
Haven't
the 2000. It's the book 2021-02. This is the was this tag along? Yeah, tag along batch.
I haven't had that one
This
yet.
is my
not
least
great.
favorite Booker's ever.
It's not my favorite Booker's ever.
It's called a Booker's. It's probably going to get donated to Booker's night.
like I that is my absolute least favorite
Seriously?
Booker's I've ever
Well,
tasted.
we should review this, and it won't go well though.
It won't. I just reviewed it. So just take that clip and put it in. I'll wear the same shirt.
It's not great.
Do the rest of it. Yeah, it's got that weird.
And this is why Booker's is going downhill.
What is going on with them?
I don't know. They should just stop.
Man,
just-
if you're a fan of Dickel, this is one for you.
You're probably right. It probably, if you are a fan of Dickel, they probably would really like this. It's
You
like
get
high
it?
proof Dickel.
You get that note?
It's weird.
I
I was
mean,
not impressed.
it definitely got the high proof on it, which made me think of like barrel because most of theirs are like single barrel,
Yeah, totally
You
get
know,
it.
whatnot.
That's why, that's why I gave you the backyard barbecue for your birthday, not this crap.
I appreciate
No,
that,
I'm
man.
still finding that note in there, even though you're telling me it's not there.
Yeah,
That is not.
It doesn't mean it's not
taste
there.
like- that
It
does
just means it's
taste
not a
like
Dickel
Booker's.
product.
it just means it's coming off of something
But it
else.
really,
and
really does taste like a Dickel product. That is really weird.
really does.
It's really maybe the worst Booker's I've ever tasted.
I don't know. What was it? Was it Teresa's batch or
It was also not good.
Kathleen's wasn't very
Kathleen's.
good either. But though this is still
Catherine's was fine.
Kathleen's was fine. It was Teresa's that
Teresa's the one you're thinking of.
wasn't the good
Yeah,
one.
Teresa's was the way off profile weird one.
Yeah.
this is
Well,
way
there
off
was a
profile.
way off profile one in 2022. I think it was the second one.
I don't know. I just
But again, there was only 3 released in 2020.
there was nothing great then. There hasn't been anything great this year.
There hasn't been anything great in
2019
2019.
Good. Had some good ones in 2019.
2018.
2018 was better.
Yeah.
But I still really like Backer Barbecue is really good. And like Country Ham was really good from 19. And was it Cooked Baked Biscuits? What the fuck it was? That was pretty good.
Beaten Biscuits.
Beaten
Beaten
biscuits.
Biscuits.
Biscuits was good from 2019. I like that one a lot.
That's the last one I thought that was really good from them.
Mhm.
Prior to that, I don't think I could ever buy a bottle of Booker's ever again
The
until they can prove they can make something decent.
the 2019 blend was really good too.
Yes,
When
it
all
was.
the Bookers blended together was really good too.
Agree.
I can
Alright.
get a little bit of that boiled
Donald,
peanut
man,
note, but
until they improve upon what they're doing right now, I'd say continue to pass. I think you are making the correct
Yeah,
decision
I agree with that.
as to not spend your money on a product that is getting. I don't feel like it's getting better in quality. That's for sure.
I don't know what they're doing. I think it's maybe there's just too much. different people are involved now doing it than used to be doing it. I think it's part of the issue.
Could be.
Booker's obviously not picking these since he's dead. So,
Eric, I agree with you. Pigskin was again okay.
We have pigskin.
We have pigskin.
yeah,
That's
Pigskin's
good.
okay.
That's the
But
only
we
one
bought
have.
it blind, not having tasted it.
They're a
and
little bit
after-
younger than they used to
Right.
be. I think that probably is a factor. I didn't think they're choosing that correct. But, maybe the barrels aren't quite as good as what they were using before because they had the barrel shortages. I don't know, but there's something, or they're picking from different locations. I'd have to compare the little note cards and see if the locations are a lot different or they're similar. That would tell us something.
Has Brian tried this one?
I don't think so. I don't think he's tried any of them yet this year. He usually waits till we try them at that night to see what he thinks.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
He's a brave man.
yeah.
He's not going to like 2021.
He's not going to like it at all.
I'm
Mhm.
dumping these. Unless you have-
I'm going to go over to his house and go straight for the old stuff. Fuck
Yeah.
2021.
All right, let's see what else we got new. Let's talk about new stuff.
Oh, I'm
All
making
right.
a blend while you're going to talk
Yeah.
about new stuff.
We're running out of time here.
New stuff. We got. I talked to the. I guess these are the guys of the blenders. They're in Dallas, but they bring it from I think Ohio. It's called Mossy Horn. It's cool. It's got a cool logo on it. It's a $35 blend. It's pretty good. It's 5-year and 3-year straight whiskeys. So it's interesting. It's good. We'll see how they do in the future. It's a 45.5. Now this is really good from our buddies over at Sagamore. This is the new Sagamore Ale Cask finish, which is quite tasty,
Ooh,
which I really
Interesting.
enjoyed. So we'll get a review on this soon. Good stuff.
that sounds interesting indeed.
And they do have a bottle and bond that's their stuff that's about to come out, which I'm very excited about. So it'll
Yeah.
be their first on the market. That's not just sold right now. Our gifts from our buddy Eric Evanson there. This beautiful 23-year single malt Scotch from
Ooh.
Kirkland. Very excited with their sherry cask. Look at the
Nice.
beautiful color
Sherry
on that.
cast. I like
Good
that color.
God, that's
That's
dark.
beautiful. So this will get reviewed soon. Then this other one I'm really excited about, also from Eric, is the Eyelash single malt Scotch. How cool is this? I know Sarah
It could
doesn't
be
care, but
coming
me and Will are very excited about this. So I'm very interested to see, and at 50% at that. So
Ooh,
should be fun.
Hell
So
yeah.
very much looking forward to trying those and getting those reviews out. So
Watch it be like a fucking Brook Lottie unpeated.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Put it out at 50%, just like Brook Lottie. How fun would that be?
That would be hilarious.
They're calling it an Eyelash single malt. Just to
no,
have
it says
fun.
it's a smoky character derived from peat.
Yeah, well, okay, well. In a very prominent episode of Modern Rogue, Daniel Whittington called Brook Lottie classic
Peated.
So
You know what? Early in your whiskey journey, it is definitely tastes like it has peat in it. But once you've had a lot of peat, it doesn't.
Bunnahabhain fooled me, man. I thought Bunnahabhain was peated the first couple of times.
Yeah,
I tasted
but once
it.
you've done this one, you're like, okay, never mind. It's not.
No, I never had that issue with Classic Lottie.
See,
No.
I did the first time I tried it years ago. I was like, "There's a little bit of peat in this." They're like, "No, it's not peat." I'm like, it's the same thing. It's in the lines. It just doesn't matter. It's in there. But yeah. So I'm very excited for. So it's what tomorrow coming out is Blue Note, which is a beautiful whiskey there from Ethan and Katie Turks. That'll be fun. I know. I liked it more than you guys did, but it'll be fun. Hey, Richie Z, good to see you.
Hey,
Seen you in a while.
Richie.
Glad to hear you
Speaking
here.
of Dickel Note,
Ooh, yeah.
I think it's only sold here, Stacy, in Texas. I think it is Get Stuff from up there. I don't know where. It is not good. It just says bottled by True Brands, so not helpful at all. I'm guessing it's probably Middle West Spirits, but we'll find out. And they probably just blend that. I don't know that for sure. Who the hell knows? But it was pretty
Cat.
decent. I tried it.
do you want to
And
try this
then-
before I add the peat to it?
Yes.
And ruin it?
Let me give it a little swirly swirl. Oh, mine.
Oh my.
Shit.
Allergies are kicking everybody's ass this week. Matt needs some water and he needs a moment.
But anyway, yeah. So for Thursday, then we'll have the Hatch's first
bad.
single malt product, which is the Dock Wall single malt, which is their very first product. That's a whiskey
I remember that.
on the market.
review.
That shit's really good, and that's also
It's
given
good.
Eric Evanson. So, as we call him, the King of Kirkland, and the epic Eric Evanson. So that beautiful whiskey will be coming out Thursday, and then on the Heavy Look Horror review, What one was that one? We just did that one and that one. I don't remember. Something fun. We'll look it up while I think about it because I don't remember.
The liqueur was Van Meers.
Oh yeah, Van Meers, the stroopwafel.
Oh, yeah.
Stroopwafel.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was
Eric, how's it
fun.
going? Good to see you.
I remember saying that a lot of times.
Our buddy
Maybe
down
that'll
there
be in the
that
outtakes.
garage. We were just talking about you guys and the
We
Vendela.
always talk about
That's the
you
ones you guys are carrying,
guys.
right?
Whatevs. There's always a reason to link it back to Mirage.
Very cool, Stacey. Very cool. Oh yeah, so it's called Middle West Spirits. My aunt was at a liquor store here, and they were here. She gave me the guy's phone number. I got to call him later. I don't remember. I think his name was Jeremy. I think he's the rep for Texas or something. So I'll have to call and see if we can get the actual guys on there, the distiller or whatever, because that's what I want to talk to.
We have all that going on coming up this week, so be sure to tune in for that. Donald did drop the Discord link again.
It's in the doobly-doo below.
It's in the doobly-doo. Doobly-dee.
Doobly-doo, doobly-dee.
That's
that
very close to a Beatles song.
La, 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 la,
So
like
if you want to hang out, questions, just want to chill, come hang out with Discord.
hang out at the virtual bar.
Because everybody is there.
They are.
They are
Everybody,
there.
everybody that matters.
They are there.
You should matter. You should be there too.
From the Devil's River Distillery.
Oh, yeah, Eric gave us another gift. It's the Devil's River's coffee whiskey liqueur.
Interesting.
Isn't Devil's River
Yeah.
Texas?
It is.
Wisconsin man sending us some Texas brewer. What are you going to do?
Okay.
We're going to review it.
I
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
You're the man.
was
It's
not
I tried it. It's pretty good, actually.
I wasn't a fan of their actual whiskey. So
Maybe they've changed.
see.
We haven't tasted it in a
It's
while.
been a while since I've tasted it, and it
But
tasted
they
like
burned us once.
straight corn. And
They burned us once.
it was not pleasant. So
we won't
we will
be buying
see.
it again. That's for sure.
We will see.
Till
But
we've been
that's
proven wrong.
A liqueur.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, whiskey, at least.
All right.
Got
Cheers,
anything
everybody.
else going on, Matt, that you need to
Not that I can think of. Not offhand. I think that's probably it for this week and all the good fun stuff. And since I do wish someone. So the Advent calendar will be starting in 2 days from our buddy Ben Stahl. If you guys, anyways, the Advent calendar, we'll probably do that live for short periods every day, or make combine some days here and there, just depending on what the hell's going on. So it should be a lot of good fun stuff. I know as always, Ben makes an amazing Advent calendar. So if you got a chance to have it, it'll be fun. If not, then hopefully you'll get it next year. So we shall see. And Stacey, I hope you get that Redbreast PX. I'm sure that'll be amazing. So,
Heck
all
yeah.
right, well, that's everything. And I guess we'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody. See you guys next week.
cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
everybody.